everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I hope you'll be back. So yeah, in today's video I am going to be doing a kind of makeup recap, in the sense of showing you guys products that I've purchased recently and just putting them on my face. I know I do like my monthly favorites, and I sometimes do you know, like second impressions and things like that, but I thought I would kind of change up the second impressions into like a monthly recap, or just a makeup recap, if that makes any sense. So all of these products I have purchased kind of within the past like month or two, but I haven't given really enough chance on my channel. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the Bare Brows by Unicorn Cosmetics, and I got this in some kind of like mystery bag that they did a couple of months, like I think it must have been a few weeks ago, and I was really happy to get this because it's one of their brand new products and a lot of people have been mentioning how good it is. So I'm just getting this kind of little spoolie. I never tend to do anything to my eyebrows that much because I know that they're wild, I know that they're pretty crazy, but I just feel like maybe sometimes we can just add this type of stuff just to kind of keep them a bit firm. So I'm just going to be using my Batman mirror, which is again one of my favorite purchases over the past couple. Has it been a month? I think it's definitely been over a month since I purchased this. In case you guys don't know, Revolution did a collaboration with DC Comics, so essentially Batman, well, the Batman kind of what they call the franchise, that's the word, and they came out with quite a few products. This is the only product from like that collection that I'll be showing you guys, because I did do an initial review on me using those products and I do quite like them. Everything that I am using today I have used before, so if you want to see me using them under different circumstances today, just check some of my videos if you want to see my kind of first reaction on them. This, I really like this kind of bare brow thing because basically it's just like, yeah, it's essentially meant to like hold onto your brows and they do not move. I've only used this like maybe once or twice because again I don't do much with my brows, so this is kind of the only thing that I would do. I do have brow products that I occasionally use, but they're not like a priority because these are just wild. So let's go on to primer, and I've used this once or twice, but it's the Clinique Redness Solution kind of primer that I got recently. I think I've used this on camera like twice and I do really like it, and it's great for someone like me because I have red skin, and this is a really great primer to kind of help soothe my skin and to kind of give it a bit of an even tone, which is what I need. So green is like a colour corrector really, which is there to help kind of even out red tones. I never colour correct, and I know a lot of people say that colour correcting is pretty pointless, where I do kind of agree, but I think it depends on the product. Like with something like this I've only used twice, but I really like using it, and I purchased this, I can't even talk, in like a beauty outlet in London, but to be honest it's been in my wish list for ages on Beauty Bay, but I got this somewhere where it was much cheaper and I'm very happy that I did buy it. Like I said, it does help as a primer. Also, I think its main purpose is to be a primer, but it kind of is there to help balance it out. It only gives you 15 SPF, and to be honest, because it's coming up to autumn now, I won't need anything that's too big of an SPF, but you know, dermatologists do say they recommend you to use SPF every day, and I don't, because I mean I don't really go anywhere. If I do go anywhere, most of the time I'm wearing my mask because I personally want to wear my mask like it's no one's business why I wear my mask. But I just yeah, I'm quite liking this at the moment, and I thought I literally got it like 2 weeks ago, so it falls into the kind of category of what I'm trying to bring to this video. So foundation, I'm going in now with my Becca foundation. I did my first like review of this only a couple of videos ago because I purchased it again like not even 2 weeks ago. I got this at a TK Maxx when I was out with my friend, and this is fantastic. I've tried it only once, like I mentioned, but I really like the way that this kind of works on my skin. I'm going to take some onto my ISO clean kind of thing, just so I can kind of obviously check how much I'm using. So I'm not going to use too much today because essentially it's meant to be full coverage. I don't think it's like full coverage, but it does have a nice coverage to it. So this is in the shade Porcelain, I believe. And I did mention in my initial video that obviously Becca has closed down. If you're not into makeup as much, but you know of Becca, they recently closed their doors because they I mean, I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, they just kind of have decided to close their doors, which is really sad because not many brands that I have been aware of have really closed their doors recently. I'm not sure if it was because of lockdown or if it was because of you know, they're just not really making as much money as they used to, because they have come out with some odd products recently. I was in my local TK Maxx, was it like yesterday, and they had that no pigment filter, and I was like, I am completely staying away from that because it just looks like one of the stupidest things I've ever seen in my life. It's meant to be like a no pigment foundation. I don't quite get it. I watched a lot of reviews where people were just saying this is a gimmick. It's basically like there's nothing there, but it was very expensive, so I can only imagine that they did lose some money towards that. And I guess with any launch that a brand does kind of come out with, if it's not successful, it can really break their, you know, their company. And I know that they are well known for their highlighters. I've heard that their highlighters are amazing. I was saying to one of my friends in the comments section that if, you know, because they are now kind of working with Smashbox, that if they kind of come out with their own set of highlighters during Christmas time, because I don't know how long it takes for the transition to go to Smashbox, then I will pick up a highlighter because I've heard that their highlighters are amazing. So maybe one day I will find out. I know that Jaclyn Hill got really big with Becca, well, mainly because of Becca, because of her Champagne Pop highlighter, which I've heard is very nice. So maybe in the future, if they have something quite similar to that, I will definitely pick it up. But when it comes to this foundation, it's really, really nice. I don't tend to wear foundation for quite a long time recently, mainly because when I do some of these videos, I'm not going out anywhere. I tend to just wear it, take a couple of pictures and then leave it on for about half an hour, and then take it off, which is obviously something that I choose to do because I tend to do these videos mainly obviously for my channel, but I don't ever go many places after that. So yeah, let's go on to the rest of the face. So I am going to go in with a blush. I have two different blushes to show you guys just because I've used them obviously both on my channel, but I haven't used them a lot recently. So the first one is the Blush Bomb by Flower Beauty, and this is in the shade Melon. So I got this in Superdrug for about £3-4, and they just reduced a lot of their stock. And then the other blush that I have is by W7, and this is the Candy Blush in the shade Angel Dust. So I've only used them like once here, but I don't know which one to use today. I might use my W7 one because it's been a longer period since I've used it, so I feel like I might powder my face first because I was not sure which one I wanted to use, because obviously when you use a liquid product over powder, it tends to be a bit funny. But the powder, I mean, I haven't purchased any new powders recently, so the only one that I'm going in with is my Collection Lasting Perfection, and this is a matte powder. So this is quite a nice powder. I'm just going to add some in my kind of places that I tend to get oilier the most, because the highlighter that I'm going to use is like a, not a liquid highlighter, but I'll show you guys obviously when I use it, but I don't want to get this powder everywhere because it might kind of go a bit funny. But this powder is really nice. Collection are just coming out with some amazing products recently. I'm not sure, just like I'm not obviously not trying to offend any brands in the sense of like they're proper upping their game, like they're becoming just a great brand. Like they're never like not used to be a great brand, but in the sense of the stuff that they come out with recently, it's fantastic. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's just the way it is. So yeah, this W7 blush, and I have only used it once. I got this at a beauty outlet. This is very pigmented, so I'm trying to be very careful with when I use it. And this was like a couple of pounds. And because the beauty outlet is obviously stock that has been out for a while, you can get W7 in a couple of places. Like you can get it in TK Maxx. Like I know TK Maxx is obviously a place that you turn up and whatever's there is there. So there's never a guarantee that a certain product will be there or a specific brand will be there. It's just like whatever stock they get, they put it there. But I've definitely seen W7 there many times. You can get at a beauty outlet. You can get on their website as well, but this was literally like £1 or something because it is older. It's an older product, but it's really, really nice. I don't know why I haven't used it in a while, but it's definitely a product that I really like. It does give me a nice glow. I'm gonna try and sort out my lights and I'll be back. Okay, I might sort out some kind of lighting because it's getting quite dark outside. So let's go on to highlighter. I'm going in with my Be Perfect Get Wet highlighter. They're part of like the Stacey Marie collection. I recently got this in a little mystery box that they had done with P. Louise, so I thought I would use this again today because I know I only used it about 2 videos ago, but I thought this is like the most recent highlighter that I do have. So I'm taking a clean finger because these putty highlighters are best used with your hand, with your finger, with your hand. Just like just smudge it all on. I would basically. I mean, I've not tried this with any other type of utensil or whatever, like an actual brush or something. Maybe one day I'll see, but this is more to be used with your finger. So just kind of blending that on top, and I am kind of dragging it because I wanted to see if it does anything different. But if you've not seen these putty kind of highlighters before, they're fantastic. They're so nice. You kind of get squidgy on the top. I don't like pressing my hand in there. I get really anxious about it, but these highlighters are really nice. This is the second one that I have. The first one is called Do You, I believe, which is also like a kind of not gold tone, but it's more of a silver tone highlighter, but it feels amazing on the skin. It doesn't feel tacky, so whenever you do put it on, it doesn't feel like you have to powder it down because it's just a really nice subtle glow. You probably can't see it that well because of my lighting, but it's a really nice highlighter. So let's go on to the eyes, and I have a few different products that I want to try again. Excuse me. The first product actually that I want to try is one that I've not tried at all, and it's my P. Louise like cosmetic paint, and I've had this for I'd say about less than a month, and I haven't even used it. Normally when I get these type of products I use them straight away because I love the P. Louise products, but for some reason I just haven't had a chance. The other 2 products I'm going to try and use again today is my Beauty Crop kind of Wee Cherie mini eyeshadow palette. I really do like the way that this kind of works and it goes on my eyes. I did do a review of this, and I do have a code as well if you want to check in the description. And then the other palette is this I Heart Revolution Snow White and the 7 Dwarves mini eyeshadow palette, which is essentially all of the dwarves. They have their own little shades. So mainly I want to go in with this first, and I might use a topper and something else on top to kind of blend it together. So I'm going to take this paint thing first, and I'm going to use a flat brush because I want to kind of blend it out. So what I'm going to do, use my ISO clean thing to kind of get some out. This is in the shade Paprika Punch, is it? Yeah. And the thing is, with these P. Louise paints, you do not need a lot. You only need the smallest amount to kind of get in there. So I've got just a tad, and I'm going to put it on here because I want to use this to like blend out. And right, okay, again, the smallest amount. That's why I try and not buy so many of her products, because you only need the tiniest amount to use. So I'm taking, like, you can see you can blend it on here as well. I love this ISO clean thing, it's amazing. So I'm gonna just try and do something with this without trying to mess it up. So I'm gonna put this on like over my entire lid, I feel, just because it is a base, and when it's a paint, I'm not really sure what that means. But I'm just gonna put this all over and just blend it out, because I want to obviously use the other shades on top, but I'm not going to go too crazy because I want to just not do an insane look today, because I'll just, yeah, right, okay. And you can use these like cosmic paints for so many different reasons. Like you can use it on your lips, you can use it on any type of your face, which is what I love about these P. Louise things, because they are multi-useful. So again, pretty good. And this version I haven't tried yet. I'm not sure if it's a new formula or if it's part of her other kind of cosmic bases, but this is really smooth, and it's really kind of soft to use, and they're very easy to kind of navigate. So if you had like a pointy brush, for example, when it comes to, I know this is for brows, but for example like this, which is quite a defined edge, you can use it to just make a wing like this, really. And I'm just gonna kind of add a bit more, just make it a bit more pop in. I know I'm making this like super crazy, but hopefully we can trust the process. Okay, yeah, that's the thing, you only need like the smallest amount, and I still have like tons on here that you can like use maybe on my lower lash line or something, because again, you can use it everywhere. So let's go on to this Wee Cherie palette. So this is the mini one. They do have a larger palette as well. I thought I would get this one just because it will just be easier to kind of have. So I'm going to go in with one of my corner brushes, and I'm going to go in with this darker shade just here, because I feel like this shade is a little bit similar to here, how it does in real life, to be honest. So this dark shade is called Jolie. So I'm going to take it very small amount because I don't want to go over the top with this shade. So what I like about these cosmetic paints as well, that you can put any type of base over them, and it will blend like a dream. Like you can see how well this is like working together already, and it's not a tacky base, so it is just, it dried down like straight away. So I'm just going to blend it together. Okay, and if you wanted to with this paint, you can just use it like that, and that's it. Like you don't have to do anything else. And I don't know how much they crease because I haven't tried this formula, but when I've used all other P. Louise bases, they rarely crease, which I think is fantastic, because you don't want to be walking around all day with like creased eyeshadow even when this is supposed to be like a nice base. So yeah, it's working well. I know they're both, the sides don't match, but I just I'm trying my best to like blend it in together. So next I want to go in, I'm going to go in with my Snow White palette now, because I felt, like I said, I want to use as much as I can. So I feel like maybe as like a kind of wing, I might go in with Sneezy, sorry, which is a kind of like darker tone. I feel like I'll go in with this brush because it will give me a nice defined kind of like lash, like kind of line at the bottom. So I want to just go in with it because I don't have an eyeliner that I'm going to use or a mascara, so I want to try and do something that'll make my eyes a bit popping. Hopefully you'll be able to see something on here. Okay. some go on this side. Like I said, I'm not doing anything too crazy today because I want to just, it's like a nice recap video, to be honest, even though that P. Louise base I've not used before, but I'm actually annoyed that I haven't used it earlier because it's quite a nice base that I will definitely use again. Like, I'd love to do a Halloween look with these kind of paints, but I'm not very good at them, at like doing Halloween looks. I have one video that I want to film before Halloween because Halloween is like a week away, but I'm gonna be working all week, so I won't have any chance to film anything, so we shall see what I do. So that wasn't anything too crazy. Again, I just want something to just line a bit, and I'm going to go in with a shimmer, and I feel like because this one only has like 2 shimmers, maybe this Wee Cherie one I will use my finger, because when I first did my review of it, I posted it in like a Be Perfect, no, what am I talking about, the beauty crop like group on Facebook, and it seemed like they watched my video and then they replied to me and said, oh, if you use this shimmer with your finger, it will be easier to kind of blend out. And I was like, okay, I'm not trying to like bash your products or anything. I'm literally was just saying, obviously, because when you do use a brush, mostly these products are not always going to be like, you're not going to get that oomph. But obviously if you use your finger, or if you use like a wet brush, then it will give that better effect. But I never expect brands to like message me and go, please do it like this, la la la. I'm like, okay, sorry, I'm not trying to tell like my viewers that your products are bad. I'm just literally just giving you my impressions on them. So I thought I would use my finger this time, and yeah, this has come out really nicely. Again, I've only used this like once or twice on camera, maybe once off camera, and these are really nice palettes, they are. I just have to get used to how to use them. So I might use some of the remaining brush under my eyes just to kind of add a bit more definition. So like I said, I don't have any mascara or anything to use today, so I'm just going to use this at the bottom and maybe blend out with a clean brush. And not poke myself out with the eyes, because we don't want to do that. Yeah. If you guys could tell me like what your favorite product that you've purchased this month is, or something, just because I mean I am going to be doing a monthly favorites, but I never tend to use products when I do monthly favorites. I just talk about my products basically, because it's like a sit down chatty video, which I never tend to do. But I feel like this is more of a recap of what I've purchased, and every month I'm not going to be buying obviously like a full face of makeup, because that's just not going to happen. But I feel like with a video like this, it'd be nice to give a recap and just another reason to film basically. So I am going to go in with my lips now, and I do have 2 different Pat McGrath lipsticks, because I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I got like a pack of 3 for like £12, which are like a massive sale, which is really good for Pat McGrath because they're expensive. So the remaining 2 shadow lipsticks that I have is called Soft Core and Elson 2. So I'm just going to quickly remind myself what they are because I cannot remember. So that's the red, and then the other one I believe is like a nude. So I feel like I'm going with the red today because why not? I'm just going to do that off camera and tidy this up a little bit, and I'll be back. So yeah, this is my finished look. This lipstick is actually amazing. Pat McGrath lipsticks are so good. I just wish they weren't like £20 for one lipstick. But anyway, yeah, this is kind of like my monthly recap of some products that I've purchased, and I feel like everything is within the 1 month purchase rate, apart from the collection powder, just because I don't have any other powders. I absolutely love this P. Louise paint, and honestly I've never tried a P. Louise product and have been disappointed. And just, yeah, everything is just works so well. This is a really nice kind of I don't know, the eyes, I do really like them. I think I've added a bit too much like shimmer and kind of lost the P. Louise base, but I feel like, you know, everything looks pretty good. Like I said, let me know what your favorite product of the month is. I will be doing a monthly favorite, which is essentially just me talking about my favorites of the month, which is what everyone does really. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there. And I hope you're having a really good week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.